Most people assume that if you prefer being alone, something must be wrong. That you're lonely, or awkward, or avoiding life. But psychology points to a quieter truth. People who genuinely prefer being alone often share an unspoken trait. They're highly aware of how their mind reacts to stimulation. They notice something most people miss: how noise fragments their thinking, how constant interaction drains clarity, how being around people doesn't always mean being connected. So they step back, not because they dislike others, but because their inner world becomes sharper in silence. For them, solitude isn't emptiness, it's regulation. When they're alone, their thoughts slow down. Emotions organize themselves. Patterns that felt messy suddenly make sense. That's why small talk feels exhausting, why crowded rooms feel heavy, why forced social energy feels like static in the brain. Psychologists have noticed something interesting here. People who enjoy solitude often process information more deeply. They reflect instead of react. They observe instead of perform. From the outside, this can look like distance, but internally, there's movement. Memories replaying, ideas connecting, meaning forming quietly, without pressure. That's also why they're selective. They don't give their time easily, not because they think they're better, but because they've learned how easily mental energy gets scattered in the wrong environment. And here's the uncomfortable part. Some people choose solitude because it nourishes them. Others retreat into it because it feels safer than being seen. The difference isn't in behavior, it's in intention. Are you stepping back to think or stepping back to hide? People with healthy solitude can still connect when they choose. They just don't need connection to feel complete. They don't feel unfinished on their own. And that's the unspoken trait. Not loneliness, not fear, but self-containment. A mind that doesn't panic in silence. A sense of self that doesn't disappear when no one is watching. Some people recharge in silence. That doesn't make them weak. It makes them self-aware. If this video felt uncomfortably accurate, subscribe. Not because you're told to, but because this channel speaks the thoughts you usually keep to yourself. Stay here. We don't rush. We notice.